Hey everyone, welcome back to Crash Course. Today we're talking about something super important in this digital age, your digital footprint. You might not realize it, but every time you're online, you're leaving a trail of information behind you. Think of it like footprints in the sand, but instead of the beach, it's on the internet. So what exactly is a digital footprint? Simply put, it's the record of all your online activity. This includes everything you post, share, like, and even search for online. It's like a giant scrapbook of your digital life, and just like a real scrapbook, it can tell a lot about you. This information can be accessed by others, from potential employers to future romantic interests. That's why it's so crucial to be mindful of your digital footprint and make sure it represents you in a positive light. By being aware of what you share and adjusting your privacy settings, you can take control of your digital footprint. Regularly reviewing and cleaning up your online presence can help ensure that your digital footprint reflects the best version of you. Now, there are two main types of digital footprints, active and passive. Don't worry, it's not as complicated as it sounds. An active digital footprint is created when you consciously put information about yourself online. This includes things like posting a photo on Instagram, sharing an article on Facebook, or even just commenting on a YouTube video. You're actively choosing to leave that information behind. On the other hand, a passive digital footprint is created without you actively putting the information out there. This might include things like cookies that websites store on your computer, your IP address, or even your browsing history. Let's look at some examples of digital footprints and how they can impact your life. Imagine you're applying for a job. You send in your resume and cover letter feeling confident. What you don't know is that the hiring manager decides to Google you. They find your social media profiles and see some inappropriate photos from a party a few years ago. This is an example of your active digital footprint potentially harming your chances of getting the job. Your online presence can be scrutinized by potential employers. Now, let's say you're browsing online for a new pair of shoes. You visit a few websites, compare prices, and finally make a purchase. A few days later, you start seeing ads for shoes everywhere you go online. That's your passive digital footprint at work. The websites you visited tracked your activity and used it to target you with ads. Both active and passive digital footprints can have significant impacts on your life, from job prospects to the ads you see online. It's important to be aware of the digital traces you leave behind and how they can be used. The websites you visited tracked your activity and used it to target you with ads. Section 4. The importance of a good footprint. It's easy to see how your digital footprint can have a real impact on your life, both positively and negatively. A positive digital footprint can open doors to opportunities, help you connect with like-minded individuals, and even boost your career prospects. On the flip side, a negative digital footprint can damage your reputation, hurt your chances of getting a job, and even lead to social embarrassment. Yikes, that's why it's so important to be mindful of the information you're putting out there, and to take steps to manage your digital footprint. Think of it like this. Your online presence is an extension of yourself, so you want to make sure it's representing you in the best possible light. Section 5. Managing your digital footprint. So how do you go about managing your digital footprint? It's an important aspect of your online presence that can have long-lasting effects. Here are a few simple tips to help you manage it effectively. First, think before you post. Consider the potential impact of your words and images. Ask yourself, would I be comfortable with my grandmother seeing this, or even a future employer? If the answer is no, it's probably best to keep it offline. It's always better to be safe than sorry. Second, review your privacy settings regularly. Social media platforms have privacy settings that allow you to control who sees your content. Make use of these tools. Take some time to adjust these settings and make sure you're only sharing information with people you trust. Third, Google yourself regularly. See what comes up when you search for your name online. This can be quite revealing. This will give you a good idea of what your digital footprint looks like to others. You might be surprised by what you find. Lastly, be mindful of what you share. Think about the long-term implications. Avoid sharing personal information like your address, phone number, or financial details online. These can be misused. Remember, your digital footprint is something that will follow you throughout your life. It's a permanent record. By taking some simple steps to manage it, you can ensure that it's a positive reflection of who you are. Make your digital presence work for you, not against you.